Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Jay's Garage. In this video we're looking at the Chupacabra Cuero Pro mirrors. These are installed on my RZR Turbo R 4-seater. In this video I'm just going to be covering kind of my initial impressions of this product, a couple things I noticed while installing them, and just showing you some of the fit and finish and what they look like installed on the machine. Alright guys, so the first thing I noticed about the Cuero Pro mirrors is that they were packaged pretty nicely. There really was no way that they could have got damaged during shipping, and I always like to see that in a product. I hate when I order a product and it just can't make it to me without getting all beat up and dinged up. Upon opening the box, saw what I expected to see. A nice looking product that was represented properly through their own pictures and media. No real complaints about the initial quality. Installation was really easy. One thing I noticed is that the bracket that goes around your roll bar, that needs to be kind of forced around the tube. You just force that, it's going to scratch it. And if you want to reduce that, I noticed in a G-Life UTV video, alright, so I noticed that he used a rag to get it over the frame, which is pretty smart because not only is it going to help it slide over better, but it's going to stop it from chewing up the roll cage as much. So I just have this thin microfiber here, and then just like he did in his video, pop it over like that, and then you can slip the rag over. It's a lot easier when you're not holding the camera. Anyways, there you go. It's on, and it didn't gouge up my roll cage in the process. Now I noticed that the orientation of the clamp piece that's attached to the mirror when you take it out of the box needs to be rotated, at least for installation on a RZR Turbo R like I have. That'll put the post orientation coming off of the roll bar in a better orientation. So make sure that you take note of that when installing these. That way you get all of the low profile part of the clamp on the roll bar tube that would be in the way of the window. If you're installing a window, I may or may not install one, but when I got these mirrors I was considering a window, so I wanted to have something that was low profile like these, and this bracket, when installed appropriately, is about as thin as you could get, really. So installation all went pretty good. It took a little bit of like positioning and getting the orientation the way I preferred it to be for the field of view I was looking for and everything. I put them pretty low. Seems to be a pretty good position, at least so far. We'll see if I move them around in the long term, but I like them there so far. I do wish that maybe the outer portion of the mirror had a separate convex section so that I could potentially see my rear tires a little bit better. It would be nice when maneuvering in tight areas to get a better view of my rear tire edges so that I can, see how I'm doing squeezing between trees or I don't know, even backing it up into my garage, for instance. Otherwise, it seems like it's a pretty good product. So some of the things that brought me to this product were, for one, the look. Two, I like that it's a smaller company, a smaller American company that is designed these and is selling this product. I like to try to support smaller companies, especially when they're making something that's very competitive with what's on the market. I found it appealing to support a business like that. Alright guys, so I was able to get everything all snugged up and held in position. One thing I can't speak on yet because I just put these on today is I have no clue how well they'll stay positioned. Only time will tell when they get wet, when things happen from riding, different impacts and everything, if these mirrors will stay in position. That's one thing I'm curious about. How much will I have to continue to tighten them over time? Really, will they hold the position that I put them in? Because I don't want to have to be adjusting them all the time. So those are some questions I have. I don't have answers to because I don't have any real time with this. But my initial impressions with this product are quite good, and I hope they work out in the way that I want them to. I did consider their race series as well. They're about another $100 more than these, and I just didn't want to spend that much on mirrors at this point. I wanted to see how these work out first. Kind of like the idea of the more like breakaway approach that these have, but maybe at some point down the line I want a mirror that is much less likely to move on me. We'll see. We'll let this product represent itself and see how it treats me. This does include a little bracket to mount a light on the swivel part of the mirror, and I don't have those installed currently, but I'll probably install them later and utilize that lighting position. I like the idea of that. I like that it's included and not an extra, so that's a cool little bit to have there. Anyways guys, that's my initial impressions on the Chupacabra Cuero Pro mirrors on my RZR Turbo R. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want me to see more from Jay's Garage, hit subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you guys around. Peace. One thing I wanted to mention that I wasn't necessarily a fan of about this product is the Chupacabra brand emblem is in white, and it's a little contrasty on the black. It stands out a little too much. I don't mind supporting a brand, and I don't mind their branding on the product, but I wish it was a little bit more subtle. I wish they would do like some kind of more subtle etched approach, or something that's like a bronze or gray, or just darker. Like, I don't mind the Chupacabra emblem being there, but the white on black to me is a little too it's just pointing out the brand a little too much for me personally.